Have you ever met someone so honest, so trustworthy, that people trusted them with everything, even their lives? Today, we bring you a true story about one such man, a man loved not just by millions, but by history itself. In this video, you'll learn English through the real-life story of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and discover why his honesty is remembered over 1,400 years later. Welcome to Tale Sync, the channel where you don't just learn English, you live it. Through powerful stories, real emotions, and life-changing lessons. If you're serious about learning English in a way that connects to your heart, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. Part 1. A trusted young man in Mecca. Long before he became a prophet, Muhammad ibn Abdullah was a simple young man living in the ancient city of Mecca. He wasn't rich. He wasn't a ruler. He didn't have armies or followers. But he had something far greater: trust. In a time when cheating in trade, lying for gain, and dishonesty were common, this young man stood out like the moon in a dark sky. People in Mecca gave him a title, Al-Amin, the trustworthy. He would carry goods for the rich and deliver them without stealing a grain. He would settle disputes between neighbors with wisdom. He would speak softly, but his words carried the weight of truth. One day, a wealthy businesswoman named Khadija heard of his honesty and offered him a job. She asked him to take her goods to Syria and trade on her behalf. When he returned, not only was every coin accounted for, but he had made a larger profit than any trader before him. She was so impressed by his character that she later married him. That's how Prophet Muhammad began his journey of influence, not with power, but with integrity. Part 2. The emotional struggle, truth in the face of rejection. Years passed. When he turned 40, Muhammad began to receive divine revelations, messages from God. He was now not just a trusted man, but a messenger. He stood in front of his people and said, "If I told you that an army was behind this hill ready to attack, would you believe me?" They replied, "Yes, you are Al-Amin. We have never known you to lie." Then he said, "I am warning you of a punishment to come. Believe in one God. Stop worshiping idols." The moment he said this, everything changed. The same people who once loved him now mocked him. His own tribe turned against him. They called him mad, a liar, a sorcerer. But he didn't stop. He kept speaking the truth. He kept delivering the message. He kept showing compassion to those who hated him. Imagine that level of emotional strength. To be called a liar when you've only ever told the truth. To be alone when you once had respect. To keep going when even your uncles and cousins reject you. This is where true character is tested. Part 3. The turning point, trust in a crisis. Despite all the hatred, people still trusted him with their most valuable possessions. That's the strange power of honesty. Even those who disagree with your beliefs can't deny your character. When the enemies plotted to kill him, he planned to secretly migrate to the city of Medina. But before he left, he had one last thing to do. He returned all the valuables that people, even his enemies, had left with him for safekeeping. Read that again. He was leaving to save his life, but didn't leave until he had returned every amana, trust, given to him. That's the kind of honesty that changes the world. Part 4. English learning moments from the story. Now let's break down some useful English phrases and words you just learned through this story. Stood out like the moon in a dark sky. This is a simile used to show someone is very different in a positive way. Example: her kindness stood out like the moon in a dark sky. Carry the weight of truth. A metaphor that means someone's words are honest and powerful. Example: his speech carried the weight of truth. Integrity. This means being honest and having strong moral principles. Example: he showed integrity even when no one was watching. To settle disputes. Means to solve arguments or disagreements. Example: she helped settle disputes between the team members. Amana, trust. An Arabic word, but often used in English when talking about Islamic ethics. Used to describe something you are responsible for. Example: he returned every amana before he left. So what does this story teach us? That true strength is not in the fist, but in the heart. That honesty is not a strategy, but a way of life. That even in a world full of lies, one honest person can light the way. And for you, the English learner watching this video, remember, stories are more than just words. They are lessons wrapped in language. When you connect emotion plus language, you don't just speak better English, you become a better human being. Thank you for watching this video. If this story touched your heart, helped your English, or opened your mind, do one thing. Like the video, subscribe, and share this with someone who needs to hear it. We have more stories coming from all religions, cultures, and backgrounds, because learning English is not about grammar. It's about understanding people. This is Tales Sync, where English meets emotion. See you in the next story.